Ladder 17, disregard, go back and service, ladder 17.
Ladder 20 is on the scene, Hancock. Dwelling going throughout.
Ladder 20 on the scene, reporting dwelling going throughout.
Chief 5 on the scene, assuming incident command.
Chief 5 on the scene, assuming incident command.
Engine 46, incident command.
Chief 5, what's our dog channel?
All companies on the box alarm it. All companies on the box alarm at East Hancock and McDougal go to fire scene 1. Fire scene 1.
Dual 3 to the officer of engine 46. We've got an inch and a half coming up for you. Don't have them charge that line for engine 46 until we get it up here. We've got a lot of stairways to turn around.
Okay, Chief 5, that was first arriving engine back in off of McDougal on the Hancock.
First arriving engine back in off of McDougal and Hancock. Ladder 24 en route to the still alarm 18522 DeQuinder.
Ladder 24 is in route.
Ladder 24 is en route.
Chief 5, I had a 1.5-story dwelling going throughout, holding all companies.
Half-story dwelling going throughout, holding all companies.
Engine 50 on the scene, returning police for traffic control.
Engine 50 on the scene, stretch and reporting you're requesting police for traffic control.
Five scene.
Engine 5 scene.
Central Ladder 7 has their rig started. We're going to head back to quarters. Can the other repairman meet us there?
Ladder 7, you report you have your rig started. We'll have the repairman meet you at quarters. Ladder 7, returning to quarters.
Engine 46, reporting. We're putting water on it now. Chief, we're going to be up here for a few minutes. It's a little expensive.
Chief 5, engine 5, can you pull it there and off your monitor?
'50s to the engineer of engine 50. Charge to the 2 inch and a half. Don't charge to 2.5 yet. Sergeant Ladder 14. Engine 53 en route.
Engine 53, disregard. Going service engine 53.
Engine 53, disregard.
Special engine 42. Engine 42, you're doing a special. 13798 Capital. 13798 Capital between Schaefer and Shirley. Assist EMS engine 42.
Engine 42 is en route. Central.
Engine 42 en route 13798 Capital.
Engine 35 on the scene.
Engine 35 scene.
35 stretching on the garage.
Engine 35 on the scene, stretching on the garage.
G5, we're assuming a defensive posture, exterior attack.
P5, you're assuming defensive posture in the rear.
Engine 38.
Engine 38 on scene.
So this is engine 35, engine 35 to end.
Engine 35, you're reporting you can handle alone. Ladder 24, you may go on service.
Ladder 24 after message from Ladder 24 is in service.
And Ladder 24 is in service.
203 to Central, reporting my second alarm fire is under control. I'm downgrading it to a first alarm fire, leaving the fire with Chief 1. We have engine 8, engine 9, engine 10, engine 46, and ladder 6 on the scene. 203 is in service.
203, reporting you have fire under control, downgraded to a box alarm. You have Chief 1, Engine 8, Engine 9, Engine 10, Engine 46, and Ladder 6 at scene. 203, we have you in service.
Chief 1 assuming command, releasing Chief 6.
Chief 1 assuming incident command, releasing Chief 6. The still alarm, Engine 60, Ladder 23. Engine 60, Ladder 23, you're doing a still alarm. Griner in Westphalia. Griner in Westphalia, we have no address. It's reported as a garage fire. Engine 60, we have you en route.
Ladder 23 is en route.
Ladder 23 is en route.
Hey, Sarge. Squad 3 to the Central. My fire is out. Terminating incident. Cannot do a thorough overhaul or search because of multiple building collapse. I'll be releasing engine 41 shortly, and as soon as other companies are done picking up line, they'll go in service.
Squad 3 reporting fires out. You terminated incident command. Able to do primary search due to multiple building collapse. You're going to release engine 41.
41 will be released shortly, and other companies a little bit after that as we continue to pick up line.
Message received.
42 is on scene.
Engine 42 scene.
Chief 6 in service.
Chief 6 is in service.
27, Chief 9.
Chief 9, go ahead.
Stand by. Central engine 60 on the scene. We have a dwelling going throughout, single family. Can you send us the box?
Engine 60 on the scene reporting dwelling going throughout. We'll send you the box alarm. Engine.
Ladder 23 scene.
Ladder 23 on scene. Box alarm. Companies responding. Engine 60 on the scene, stretching on a dwelling going throughout at Griner and Westphalia. Griner and Westphalia, we have no address. Engine 52, engine 58, are you en route? Chief 6, you're doing a box alarm. Chief 6, Griner and Westphalia. Chief 6.
Chief 6 en route, Griner, Westphalia.
Chief 6 is en route.
Central, this is Engine.
Company calling Central, you cut yourself off.
Engine 58 en route.
Engine 58 en route, Griner in Westphalia.
Engine 35, disposition 000 and 18522 Dequinder. 35 in service.
Engine 35 was a thorough overhaul and operation.
That's affirmative.
Engine 35, we have your service disposition 000.
To the Central. 42 is in service disposition 000.
Engine 42 was a thorough overhaul and operation conducted. All air check for hot spots and evidence. Correction, Engine 42. We have you in service disposition 090, Engine 42. Engine 42, we have you in service disposition 090.
So just an out of 23, we're forming a defensive posture on our fire on Westphalia.
Out of 22, you're reporting you're forming a defensive posture.
Engine 52 is en route.
Engine 52 en route.
Tower 6, shut down. Engineer of Engine 10, shut down. Message received. Message received.
Engine 46 completed washdown. We're on our way out.
Power to the boss of ladder 6.
Yeah, go ahead.
Engine 58 on the scene of the fire. Goulburn and Griner.
Engine 58 on the scene, Goulburn and Griner.
Chief 6 on the scene.
Chief 16.
Engine 10, shut down.
Engine 10 has already shut down. Chief 6 to the officer of ladder 23. Chief 6 is central. My fire is under control.
Chief 6 reporting.
Chief 6 is central. Chief 6 reporting a fire in a single-story dwelling. Primary search has been conducted.
Chief 6 reporting fire in a single-story dwelling. Primary search has been conducted. Still alarm, engine 55, ladder 27. Engine 55, ladder 27. You're doing a still alarm. 4 and West Warren. 4 and West Warren. We have no address. Report is a garage fire, engine 55, ladder 27.
Engine 55, ladder 27 en route.
Engine 55, ladder 27 en route 4 and East Warren.
Engine 52 is on scene.
Engine 52 on scene.
Chief 6 to the officer of engine 60. Let's check the second floor.
Engineer of engine 50 shut down. And then we're going to prepare for tower operation.
Engine 50, you want both 2.5 down. Chief 6 to the officer of ladder 23.
Engine 50 to the engineer of engine 50. Shut down, prepare for tower operation.
Engine 50, do you want both 2.5 down?
That's correct. We're going to pump both of them into the shower.
We already got one shut down. Shut down the other.
Engine 34, what's your location, Engine 34?
Engine 34 is at Mac and I-75.
Mac and I-75. Engine 34, you're doing a still alarm. 2281 Erskine. 2281 Erskine between Du Bois and Shane. Check for a fire in the rear.
34 measures, C, 34 is around.
Engine 34 and around. And engine 34, be aware the second alarm is at Shane and Pierce.
34 measures, C.
Chief 6 to Central. Engine 52 is my red team.
Chief 2 reporting engine 52 is your RIT team. RIT team in place at the time is 0255.
Central, this is Chief 1. I now have a dwelling going opposite of my fire. I'm setting 46s over there. They'll keep you apprised of the situation if they need a box.
Chief 1, engine 34 is en route.
Central 46 is also going right now. And the rest of the companies are staying here. We have a massive overhaul.
Let's receive Chief 1, you have massive overhaul. Engine 46 is responding.
Ladder 27 on scene.
Ladder 27 saying.
Engine 55 on the scene investigating.
Engine 55 on the scene investigating. Engine 34.
34.
Engine 34, engine 46 is also responding. 2281 Erskine.
34 message received.
Chief 1 reported a dwelling. Engine 34.
Yeah, engine 46 on the scene stretching.
Engine 46 on the scene stretching.
Ladder 7's in service.
Ladder 7's in service.
Central, the location of Chief 1's other fire is Erskine, 1 block west of Shane.
Erskine, 1 block west of Shane.
.34 message received.
Chief 1 reported a dwelling. Engine 34.
Yeah, engine 46 on the scene stretching.
Engine 46 on the scene stretching.
Ladder 7's in service.
Ladder 7's in service.
Central, the location of Chief 1's other fire is Erskine, 1 block west of Shane.
Erskine, 1 block west of Shane. Box alarm, companies responding. Engine 46 on the scene stretched on a dwelling at Erskine and Shane. Erskine and Shane. Ladder 7, you're doing the box alarm.
Chief 8 is en route.
Chief 8's en route. Ladder 7.
Ladder 7's en route.
Ladder 7's en route. Engine 35, squad 2.
27 to Chief 9.
Engine 55 is reporting a false alarm, position 090.
Engine 55 reporting false alarm, disposition 090, ladder 27.
Ladder 27 in service.
Ladder 27 in service.
Is going to lead the incident with the officer of inmate, and I'll go take that fire right now.
35 squad 2, are you en route to the box alarm, Erskine and Shane?
Central, do you want Chief 1 to take a fire?
Affirmative, Chief 1. Chief 8, you may go in service.
Fully involved, extending to his line.
Chief 1 is moving the incident with the officer engine 8.
Chief 1 leaving the scene with the officer of engine 8.
Squad 2 is en route.
Squad 2 en route. Engine 35.
Engine 35 en route, Erskine and Shane.
Engine 35 en route. Chief 8, you may go in service.
Chief 8 in service.
Chief 8 is in service.
Engine 8 assuming command.
Engine 8 assuming incident command. Still alarm, ladder 31. On ladder 31, you're doing a still alarm, 4900 Belvedere. 4900 Belvedere between Graves and East Warren. Report as a vehicle fire, ladder 31.
Very good.
Engine 46 is control. Half second arriving engine. Check the southern exposure.
The second arriving engine en route to the box alarm at Erskine and Shane. Check this for southern exposure.
Ladder 16 is off 2281 Erskine.
Ladder 16, you may disregard ladder 16.
Ladder 16 has some message.
Ladder 16, we have you in service. Ladder 39.
Okay, thanks, Ladder 23. I got that message. Ladder 30 en route to Belvedere.
Ladder 31 en route, 4900 Belvedere.
Belvedere. Ladder 31 has it.
Ladder 31, we have you en route.
Central, Chief 1, what channel do you want me on?
Chief 1, fire scene 3. All companies responded to the box alarm at Erskine and Shane. Go to fire scene 3. Fire scene 3.
'27 to Chief 9, be aware we got wire sound pole of house.
Ladder 10 is reporting 2662 area next to and one next to that one, plus 5436 and 38 Shane exposure. This position 000 on 7 has cleared. Ladder 10 in service, out of service rehab.
Central, this is Chief 1. We have wire sound over at Shane and Erskine. PLD.
Chief 1, you're reporting you have PLD wires out at Shane and Erskine. We'll notify PLD. Have an address, Chief 1.
For this engine 41, engine 41 is in service, out of service, 30-minute rehab.
Engine 41 in service, out of service, 30-minute rehab. Chief 1, do you have an address, Chief 1? Engine 23, Squad 3, are you in service?
Squad 3 will be in service shortly.
Squad 3, you'll be in service shortly.
Squad 2, scene.
Squad 2, scene.
23 in service, out of service rehab.
Engine 23 in service, out of service, 30-minute rehab.
There's 5 on the scene.
Engine 35, scene.
Ladder 7 on the scene.
Ladder 17.
Central, Chief 1's fire's under control. Chief 1's going to continue to hold all company.
Chief 1 reporting fire is under control. Chief 1, you continue to hold all company. Do you have an address for the POB, Chief 1?
Closest I'm coming to is the corner of Sheen and Erskine.
And Erskine, we'll give it to PLD.
Ladder 31 on the scene investigating on Belvedere.
Ladder 31 on the scene investigating on Belvedere.
Squad 3 to Central. Squad 3's in service. We're out for rehab.
Squad 3, we have you in service, out of service, 30-minute rehab.
Sir, we're saying this is Chief 1. How's it coming back?
We're working on the extension in the house, Chief.
Message received. Central, Chief 1's going to release Squad 2.
Chief 1, you're reporting you're going to release Squad 2.
Central, Chief 1 is also releasing Ladder 7.
Chief 1, you're also releasing Ladder 7.
Ladder 31 to Central. We have a red line on an auto.
Ladder 31 on the scene reporting red line on an auto.
Chief 6 and Central, my fire is out. Primary, secondary search has been conducted. Companies are performing extensive overhaul.
Chief 6.
Central, my fire is out. Companies are performing extensive overhaul. Primary, secondary search has been conducted.
A company calling Central, repeat your number, please.
This is Chief 6 Central. Primary and secondary search has been conducted. Companies are performing overhaul.
Chief 6 reporting primary and secondary search has been conducted. Companies are performing overhaul.
Central, this is Chief 1, and we are also releasing Engine 35.
Chief 1, you're releasing Engine 35.
One.
Ladder 31 to Central.
Ladder 31.
Ladder 31 reporting overhaul complete. Check grass spot Dispo 011. Ladder 31 is going to go on service. You can have a scout respond to 4900 Belvedere. Owner knows who did it. With them all off cocktail.
Ladder 31, you report a thorough overhaul and operation has been conducted. All areas checked for hotspots and evidence. This position 011, and we'll notify police, the owner know who sent the fire. Ladder 31 is in service.
Central, Chief 1, still on Team 3.
Affirm.
Ladder 7's in service from the fire, heading to the repair shop out of service.
Ladder 7, we have you in service from the fire, en route to the repair shop, out of service.
Agent 46 reporting We have a second fire, 2 houses south of Earth sign, presenting the crew over.
It's 46 reporting you have a second fire, 2 houses down on Earth. Yes.
Chief 5, I'm going to pick up engine 38, engine 5, and squad 6. Leave the scene with engine 50 and ladder 14.
5, you're reporting you're going to pick up engine 38, engine 5, squad 6. You're going to leave the scene with engine 50 and ladder 14.
It's ladder 20, Central. I'm getting confused.
Correction, Chief 5, you're reporting ladder 20.
Central, Squad 2 is in service on the fire on orders of Chief 1.
Squad 2, we have you in service on orders of Chief 1.
What's up, Greg?
35 in service.
Engine 35 is in service. Engine 46, can you handle alone engine 46?
I'll hand over to Grizzly on hand. We'll be taking over time after this is done.
Oil fire is out. All companies for line pickup. Chief 1's going in service. Leaving the incident with the officer of 46. All owners entitled to 1 hour rehab.
Chief 1, you're reporting fires out. They're doing line pickup. You're leaving the scene with engine 46. All companies entitled to a 1 hour rehab.
Chief 5 to Central. Engine 38, engine 5, and squad 6 are entitled to a 30-minute rehab.
Chief 5, you're reporting engine 38. Engine 5 and squad 6 entitled to a 30-minute rehab.
Engine 38 sent from the fire out for rehab for Chief 5.
Engine 38 in service from the fire after a 30-minute rehab.
Ladder 24, 1119 quarters.
Ladder 24, you're at ladder 19 quarters, filling in.
For incident command to the officer of ladder 20. Chief 5 is in service.
Chief 5, you're transferring incident command to the officer of ladder 20, Chief 5 in service.
Engine 46 assuming incident command.
Engine 46.
Chief 6 to Central. Fire is out. Incident command terminated. Companies are picking up line. All companies on the box are entitled to a 20-minute rehab. Chief 6 in service.
Chief 6 report, fire out. You terminated incident command. All companies are entitled to a 20-minute rehab.